Yeah, no, I definitely know where you're coming from. This top, basically it was a topic spilling over from Twitter, why your neighbors don't speak. Um, and it could be many different reasons, right? We got neighbors, we got some people in our complex, right? They might not speak to my wife, but they speak to me. She doesn't like that at all. Then we have some people that speak to her and don't speak to me. I don't have no sweat, I don't have no sweat with it, no riff with it. Um, some people might not speak to you for a particular purpose. Um, I once worked with this. He was Spanish. He was Spanish. Um, but he was more like European Spanish. You know what I'm saying? He would talk down on Puerto Rican people and Spanish people. So I could say I could imagine how he felt about brown skinned people, black people, quote, what they call us black people. But me and him, we kicked it off, man. We kicked it off. People would say, how can you conversate with that dude? He's a racist, this, that, and the third. I never seen that, you know what I'm saying? But I heard it so many times about incidents and things like that before I even came to the building, right? So, we kicked it off and everything like that. But then when he started to tell me his personal stories and experiences with, I would say, quote unquote, black people, then I said, okay, I could definitely understand where this is coming from, and this is a fear. He's been through certain traumas, and he put himself through those traumas, telling me the stories. Just if it's true what he's telling me, he put himself through many of those situations. And two, it's the way you handle situations, right? But you got some people in your neighborhood, new neighbors, old neighbors, they're not really trying to make a connection with the people in their neighborhood. They could care less. You know what I'm saying? What is it? What's in it for them? You know what I mean? So you walking by, you're a friendly person, and you say hi to someone, and they don't say hi back to you. Sometimes it could puzzle you, or sometimes it could make you upset, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't. It's only words. I remember when we was in the Masjid Taqwa in Brooklyn, over there on Nostrand, right? The imam used to say, when you walk into a Muslim establishment, you say Assalamu alaikum, but a lot of times people are not going to say it back to you. You don't get angry because you're really doing it for Allah. You know what I'm saying? That's the religious explanation, right? So me, when I open the door, hold the door for someone, I say hello to someone, I'm just doing it out of great courtesy and things like that. If they don't say it back, it doesn't bother me. It used to, until I totally understood. Some people are just going through things, man, and they shut down during certain things that go in their life, man. They could have just had death in their family, lost their job, lost their children, divorce. Certain people shut down. That's how they handle it, right? Now, like the sister was saying, that she had a neighbor next door to her, Connecticut, right? Had a neighbor next door to her. She would come out, sweep every morning, do her daily routine, get the newspaper and things like that. And she said that this one friend just stopped saying hi to her back. She would say hi, or maybe the friend just wouldn't look her direction. And I said, maybe to myself I said it, but then I asked her, I said, how long y'all been friends? And she told me 6 months. After, the lady moved into the neighborhood, and they never been out together, never been to each other's houses. They're not really friends. You know what I'm saying? Basically, I'm not gonna take you into the whole long story of what she told me, but they're not friends. And that was her first mistake, by thinking that she was this lady's friend. She's not friends with you. She might have said hi to you a couple of times, or just said it maybe because she didn't want to be rude. You know what I mean? But you always got to keep in mind, you know what I'm saying, that people are going through things. So, but me, myself, I just try to read the energy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I got a couple of people in my complex that, they don't seem too friendly in that sense. You know what I mean? I say hi, and they say hi, but I really look for the energy. I look to see if a person is looking in my direction, because if I get a certain amount of feet to a person and they're not looking in my direction, or smiley face, anything, that just lets me know that the person, maybe they're having a bad day, so I just keep on moving. Or either I'll just say it to myself under my breath, "Come on, how you doing?" Something like that, you know what I mean? Because it's a conscious thing. It all goes back to the spirit and the mental. And this is what bothers your spirit, right? Are you really doing it so the person can acknowledge you? Are you doing it in a selfish sense? Or you're just doing it just to do it and give it up to the universe? You know what I'm saying? Good morning, how you doing? A lot of times, check this out, right? One day I was it's one of those trains with the long stairs. It might have been the 4 train or something like that. It was this Mexican lady, right? So I asked her, did she need help? Sometimes these Mexicans, man, they act like we got something, like black people have something against them. We're real enemies. So, I said, I moved back, a certain amount of feet. And I said, do you need help? Looked like she thought about it. She said yes. So I helped the lady down. And Pune kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? Just to let her know, I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm not trying to get your number. I'm not trying to rob you, pickpocket you, or anything like that. So I think a lot of times that's how we handle ourselves. Me, myself, I come into my complex, or even if I'm in the neighborhood, I say hi, just keep it moving. Sometimes I don't even wait for the hi back. You know what I mean? And that for particular people, not for everybody. But some people, you say hi to, and then it's a conversation coming afterwards. There's some people I just say hi, keep it moving. Or sometimes I give them a head nod. You know what I mean? And I had posted about this on Facebook a while ago. What do you do when you greet your neighbors, man, and they don't greet you back, or they just give you the cold shoulder? And you had a lot of people with different explanations of what they would do and what they wouldn't do. And I even had to think about it myself. Sometimes people are just going through things, and this is how they shut down. But I don't think that you should hate the person for it or dislike the person for it. Now, talking about the situation because you're in it is okay, but you don't know what's going on with that person. I mean, have you known this person for years? Now, if you know a person for years and you have a real good, solid relationship with them, even if you know them for months, and that happens, then I could see maybe knocking on a person's door, calling them, hey, but if they are pushing you away, or if they're not responding, I say you got to respect their feelings and keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if it's a person that you really know, you might live in the same complex, same neighborhood, but you really know them, and you're saying hi, maybe you bombarding them. Maybe they're feeling uncomfortable. So a lot of times we have to take this back to self, and we have to do an evaluation on self, and we got to think about these things all the way through, because some people be like, yo, who the F you think you are? You ain't talking today, and this, that, and the third. The person doesn't have to talk. Just like you didn't have to say hi to a person you barely knew. And a lot of times people are really wary of that hi, because usually that hi comes with a conversation. That conversation comes with a handshake or a hug. Next thing you know, you see the person, you might want to decide to just keep it moving. And now you might have a problem because this person's mad that you didn't say hi, you didn't greet them. They feel disrespected, and now they go to all of their friends talking about it. And, so it's crazy. So to me, it's no exact, perfect answer to the question. I just say respect everyone's wishes and keep it moving. Body language sometimes speaks louder than the vocal. Remember that.